Welcome to this month's Euangelion. Euangelion means the good news, quite simply. And this month's topic for December is vision. You'll be hearing from my teacher, Ano, and myself. And as you're hearing our shares, I invite you to consider what vision means to you. And also post your response video. This is an open mic ministry. To this video in the comment section, sharing what vision means to you. Enjoy.
1123 5843 7189 8876 4156 2819 1123 5843 7189 8876 4156 2819 1123 5843 7189 8876 4156 2819. Welcome to the third Euangelion, the Euangelion on vision. This month we, as a body, have decided to open the conversation about vision. And when Kelly and I were talking about this, we clearly saw that we had different views of what vision could be. For me, it was more of a utopian idea, and for him it was way more personal. So that was we spent a lot of time thinking about, well, what is our vision? What is the vision? And so I figured this would be a really good time to express why I'm doing this, why I'm trying to start a church. My wonderful girlfriend, Nina, not happy with the term church. I mean, I totally understand that. I mean, we were all raised with religion and raised with Christianity and organized religion, and it left a bad taste in many of our mouths. So we're soured to a lot of terms like church and sacrament. So why am I grabbing those terms and trying to bring them a new light? Human beings have a spiritual compulsion within them. We have a spiritual compulsion, as evidenced by every single culture on earth having some type of religious expression. And in most cultures, that religious expression is one of the most powerful forces in that culture. So, spirituality, this desire to have a connection to something bigger, it's a part of us. And we clearly see that it's not being expressed properly, or the people who are out there professing it have given it a really bad name. So much so that most intelligent, science-minded people consider themselves atheists. And the universe and the reality that I have come to understand, there is intelligence expressed throughout the levels. And the atheist idea is, it's not accurate. But you can't blame them for thinking that. We were all raised in scientific materialism as if that was the only truth. And everything else was just story and myth. And so you're almost forced in a materialist world to discount the spiritual. And the only spiritual ideal, the only spiritual that's on offer was this hypocritic, hypocrisy-laden, institutionalized religions. I've taken a shamanic path, which has led me to have certain experiences so that I don't doubt certain things. Like, are there non-physical intelligences that are fully aware of humanity? Yes. There's no doubt for that, for me. But that's not going to convince somebody else. And honestly, it's not about any attachment to any type of spiritual identity. But there is an idea of the sanctity of an individual being to find their own truth. Like, I don't want to fight for a church so that you guys can believe what I believe. I want to fight for this church so that everybody can find their own belief for themselves. And the fact is, we all have so much in common. Being a human being, having an experience of a self, every single human being has that. What if there was a religion that was based just on that thing that we all have in common? So much so that everybody on the planet really saw each other as like part of one family. I was speaking with my lovely Nina the other day, and we were talking, and one of us said, you know what? All wars are civil wars. All war is a civil war. We are all a part of one human family. One family. And it would just be really cool if, like, there was a cool church that was based on home temples, but that network spread across the globe. On Sundays or whatever days it was recognized or celebrated in any place, but across the globe was a church, a single body. They have multinational corporations. Let's have a multinational home temple network. The internet exists. Technology exists such that now we don't need intermediaries. We don't need people to represent us, so that they can talk to the people who represent those. Like in Japan, for instance, our leaders will go talk to Japan's leaders and they'll come to some conclusion because they represent us. You and I can just go talk to the people themselves. We can all talk to each other now. My vision is for the body of humanity to exist as one family. To have a world without borders, where we all have free access to our house, to the mansion that belongs to each of us. When I sat down, that's not what I was going to talk about as far as my vision. And I was going to try and make it way more cerebral or whatnot. But like, life is real. Governments are real. Organization is real. And if we take the time to think about how our lives are being organized, and choose to organize it in a way that really meshes with our values, we can have a beautiful world. Beautiful world. How much resources are we spending to make munitions that can only destroy? Is that the priority of our society? Is that your priority? Is that my priority? That can't be. I don't want to kill anybody. I would really like I want one world. I want a one world family. I know that sounds hokey, but we're speaking about vision. And this is my vision. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your energy. And I hope that I can take that and reflect it and build something beautiful with you. Because we are so beautiful. Life is a beautiful thing. Existence is majestic. And we have all of the talent and the resources. And once we organize and decide on what it is we want collectively, it will be ours. Thank you.
So this month's Euangelion is on vision, and I originally recorded this before at a time when loss of vision was really current for me. Yeah, I've had experiences in my life where when I have a vision, part of my process is losing the vision. For example, I was in 2 conversations about an hour apart, and the first conversation I was left with, gosh, is this vision that I have going to happen this certain way or at this certain place that I have envisioned it to? And then the next conversation I have, I'm left with, oh my gosh, this is so going to happen even more than I imagined in a new way. And on the heels of that, I found myself just kind of finding a new centeredness between the two. Both and, being present with each. And being in the center. Yeah. So that was recent. And I was talking to Ano, my teacher, about that. And he shared with me that, feelings may not be attached to, the reality of the situation. Feelings are feelings. And feelings can affect my decisions just as vision can. When I have a vision for something, I'm envisioning what I see in my mind's eye with a sense of purpose, and it's aligned with, who I am and what I feel called to in the world, other people. And I make life choices based on that. Becomes almost like a mission statement, a filter, where choices that I have are kind of held in the light of that vision. Does this support that vision? And the vision can take on an identity of its own. So bringing it back to centeredness is really helping me right now, particularly with this vision I have for where the next place that I express connectedness, community, at. Place I can give my life to. Place that supports other people's visions, on their path. Some of the things we talked about in community and religion and all those things, it's totally aligned with that. So I was really excited that a vision could be this month's topic. But yeah, the loss of vision is a part of my visioning process. And that can happen for a lot of people. It can be, loss of a dream, relationship, a life. It feels like there's been a lot of loss in community lately. And, death is part of life. Just like fire is part of nature. So when I have a vision of something, it really fuels me, really gets me fired up. Gets me up in the morning, keeps me up late at night. It just ignites passion and energy in my being. And it's really exciting when visions align for me. When what's true to me and my vision aligns with somebody else and theirs. And then we begin to co-create, co-vision, revision, envision, which is what happened to me recently after kind of experiencing that, recenterness between the loss and the re-inspiration of my vision for the spiritual retreat space out in nature. On the heels of that, then, I felt super inspired. And it felt like it created more spaciousness for collaboration. And it was on the heels of that I was able to actually, for the first time, ask on camera and posting it online for the campaign to ask for some funds for like legal and the church and stuff like that, a little bit for storage, connected with this project, with the vision. And there'll be a bigger ask later, but it's a different ask. And just asking anything was a deal for me because I'm not starving. I have a roof over my head. I'm not, out sleeping in an abandoned car. And I know people that are. And so I've had this story that, why should I ask? But it's a part of the process, and it's also part of the collaboration I'm learning. It allows others to be connected at any level, even just sharing the ask online with others. It allows people to participate and to connect. And it's really continuing to lay the foundation for this vision. So it feels good that once again the behind the scenes is aligned with what we're trying to do. Yeah. And vision for me, I'm seeing beyond what my eyes see. I've always been a visual person. See things in my mind's eye. It's never been an issue with me. I grew up in construction, for example, and I can see through walls. I can see, okay, if there's an outlet over there and lights over there, and there's probably power runs are over there in that wall, and there's a kitchen over here. There's probably bathrooms over there or upstairs or something. It's like I can see through things because of experience. But to envision something is to see the unseen, to manifest without becoming attached. Finding that centeredness for me has really been what I'm coming away with, what's current in my visioning. Vision for the church, vision for relationship, vision for the world. Getting underneath all that, why do I do what I do? Okay, I'm hearing, why am I being who I'm being? who I, how, what, who, what, why, where I am, was, and will be. All of that. And each time I get clearer, I feel my vision gets bigger, expands. There's more room for others to participate and to integrate their vision, and then our collective vision, and it just gets bigger and bigger, and the love, yeah. Just talking about it, I feel kind of dreamy, the dream space a bit. And it's so doable. So doable. I mean, it's like in technology, it's like all the technologies are there if you to support some invention idea or something. Oh, well, you just put them all together. And well, with this vision that I hold, that I've been entrusted with, that I've chosen, created and co-created, it's so tangible and it's so close. And it feels really congruent for me because in my role in it, it touches on like all my life experience, the different types of careers and work that I've done, interests, hobbies, the kind of person I am, personality, and all these things. It just fits. It's like, and it's so exciting living out that vision with others doing theirs, because it just you can see how it inspires other people. Excuse me. You're like, wow, you can do that. Maybe I can do it too. So I encourage you, vision, if there's anything that you want to experience, want to see happen, you believe in, you've only dreamed of, maybe barely for the first time, or for a long time. Hold on to your vision. Relight that candle on your altar. And for me, even just being with that vision, sitting with it, sometimes is the medicine. And that's okay. It doesn't have to be about, what happens or what it turns into or doesn't. It's just allowing that vision, and at times the loss of vision, those feelings, to bring me back to my new center. A place where I and the vision become one. And it's not about the things. It brings me back to my being. So the vision isn't about a doing any longer. It's kind of been cleansed again. Yeah. That's what is current for me in this moment regarding vision. Thank you for listening. And see you next month for the Euangelion.